Let's spread our trees across the land. And let's add custom tree gen to Minecraft. 121 Minecraft modding courses available down below, with over 11 hours of content covering everything from the basics all the way to block entities and custom mobs. Alright, we found back and tell you once more, and in this tutorial we're adding custom tree generation to our Minecraft mod. Indeed. So last time, of course, we have added the custom tree, including all of the different blocks that we need to add, and of course the tree grower and the configured feature. So if you don't have this, well, I mean, you basically, at the very least, need the configured feature right here. As always, of course, all of the code for this and all of the previous tutorials is linked in the description below, so you can double check it from there too. But with that, we're going to start in the mod placed features, where of course we're going to need a public static final resource key that's going to be of type placed feature, and this is going to be the bloodwood underscore placed underscore key equal to the register key method, and we're going to call this the bloodwood underscore placed over here as the name. And then we're going to see what this placed feature is going to look like. It's going to be very interesting. So the register call, of course, here in this case, passing in the context, then passing in the bloodwood placed key, and then configured features dot get or throw, where we want mod configured features dot bloodwood key over here. And after the first closing parentheses, we're going to take the vegetation placements dot tree placement. And here, quite interesting, we're going to choose the placement utils dot count extra. Let's do 3 and then 0.1 and then a 2. I'm going to explain all of the numbers in a second. And then, very importantly, as the second parameter, we want to pass in the bloodwood sapling dot get. Now, we're going to start at the back. So we're going to say the bloodwood sapling here first. As you can see, we could, in theory, also do this just with the count extra. Never do this. If you do this, then your custom trees will spawn on top of each other and in very weird and random locations, because adding the sapling over here basically gates where your custom trees can spawn, right? And the idea here is that it basically gates it so that they can only spawn wherever the bloodwood sapling can also be placed by the player, meaning dirt and grass, basically. If you don't have it, then it can be placed, then the trees themselves will just grow everywhere and anywhere, including on top of each other. Not recommended. Then when it comes to the count extra over here, there's a couple of other ones that we can in theory use here as well. I personally like the count extra, basically saying, hey, this is around how many trees we want to spawn, and then there's a 10% chance of spawning 2 extra trees. Highly recommended to play around with those numbers, or you can also, in theory, take a look at the vegetation placements method and see what the different tree or numbers here are for different trees. Now, one more extremely important thing here when it comes to the chance is as follows. If we take a look at this, you can see that the chance here is calculated very weirdly. What happens is that you take this chance and you do 1 divided by this chance, and then it has to be, as you can see, chance data cannot be represented as a list weight. If 1 divided by this number is not a natural number, basically meaning, right, if we do this, absolutely no worries, right? This is an integer. It has to be an integer, actually. Sorry. It has to be an integer. Otherwise, it's not going to work, right? If we do 0.2, would work as well. If we were to do 0.3, this would not work because this is not an integer. I don't know why they did it like this. It is super weird. It is really strange. So do keep in mind that 1 divided by this number over here has to be an integer. Otherwise, it will not work. So keep that in mind. With that done, well, we basically have the placed feature done, and then it is down to just the biome modifier over here, which is super freaking simple, where we can actually just literally just copy over or duplicate this one over here. We, of course, still need a resource key. Let's not forget the resource key. This is the most important one. The resource key of biome modifier, of course, add tree bloodwood equal to the register key method, where we're going to call this exactly this, add tree bloodwood. There we freaking go. Awesome. Of course, using exactly this, add tree bloodwood, and then where do we want to spawn this? Well, let's just take the thing that I have made right here. So of course, we want to specify a couple of biomes here. Let's say plains biome and the savanna biome. I think that that's totally fine. Obviously, right now we're just using this as an example, right? You can of course change this. The place feature that we wanted to place here is the bloodwood placed key. And very importantly, this is not underground ores. This is vegetal decoration for the generation step. So that is extremely important that we don't mess this up. Otherwise, I don't even know what the frick is going to happen, but it's definitely not going to be good. And that is the whole idea. These are actually all of the steps for tree gen. Very importantly here, of course, is what type of placement modifiers you add over here. And like I've just shown you, in the vegetation placements. I believe that's what it was called, the vegetation placements class. You can take a look at any type of vegetation, including all of the trees, how they're placed, how they work. Once again, vanilla code is the best place to take a look. With this done, I believe we should have everything so we can, first of all, of course, run the data gen over here, and then we can jump in. I'm going to make a new world and then go to the plains and the savanna biome. This should also work in already existing worlds if you then, you know, generate new plains and savanna biomes, but I personally like new worlds, so let's take a look. All right, friends, I was back in Minecraft, and well, I mean, as you can see, when we spawn in a savanna biome, well, obviously, then we're already going to be greeted by all of our huge blood trees, and you can see, don't they look absolutely freaking fantastic? I really like the forking trunk placer over here. I really like it. I don't know. It's like, you know, maybe that's like a bunch of things that we can do with this. But overall, there we go. We have them right here. We can also, in theory, just for the sake of argument, I mean, if you really want to know, let's go to a plains biome for the sake of freaking argument. But of course, here, they're also going to spawn everywhere. This is literally just this place, apparently, over here at the plains biome. But yeah, there you go. They spawn. Absolutely freaking fantastic. And that is custom tree generation added to Minecraft. Awesome. And that's already it for this tutorial right here. Next time in this video, we'll talk about spawning your tree on a custom block. Hope to see you there. So, yeah.